Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Nomadic J. I am in Santo, Domingo, Dominican Republic, the DR. This is my first impression of the city. I actually live nearby in this neighborhood. That's where I'm at, staying at. So I want to kind of give you my first impression. I arrived yesterday, as you can see from the video yesterday. That was my travel to the DR. Just kind of give you a quick impression. I'm not going to keep you too long, but I want to at least kind of let you know that what I feel, my first impression. Again, I haven't been here a complete 24 hours yet, so I'm just giving you an initial first impression on what I think about the DR. Let's start off with the airport, and I mean the airport in Bogota. I should have known something was different when I got on the plane, because I have only one way to describe everything: loud. And that seemed to kind of set the theme for, I guess, at least so far, my trip to the DR. And what I mean by loud is that when I got on the plane, you had the normal people, talking here and there. There's nothing unusual, when you get on a plane, people loading. It's actually when we taxied to the gate, and there was a lot of talking. Okay, no problem. I didn't think nothing of it. And then, of course, I guess we had some technical issue with the plane. So we had to taxi back to the gate. And we actually sit there for a couple hours waiting. Now, normally that would be a long 2 hours wait, not knowing when we're going to leave again or if we're going to leave at all. But because people were talking, and they were talking loud. Now keep in mind, we still had to have our mask on. But because people were talking, and they were talking loud, we still had to have our mask on, so they were talking loud conversation. I mean, loud conversation. If you didn't know any better, you would think that everyone knew each other. Now, keep in mind, I'm going to assume, because I know I'm going to get some, some comment in some, negative comments below. And when I say loud, I don't mean it in a negative way. It's just that I just never been on an airline where people were so talkative and everything was just loud, People were just talkative and everything was just loud. So I thought that was different. Now keep in mind, everybody was pretty much speaking in Spanish and Creole. So I'm assuming there's a lot of Dominican on the plane. And I'm assuming since we were going from Bogota to the Dominican Republic, there was a lot of Haitians on the plane, or at least people who spoke Spanish and someone who spoke French/Creole. So right then and there, I said, okay, man, I actually just stayed about 5 minutes away from here. I didn't realize it. I mean, I'm gonna eventually show you my neighborhood in the last video. It's almost like 2 minutes from my neighborhood, how different it looks. But anyway, we won't talk about that right now. But again, loud seemed to be just the theme coming here. That's a hostel right there. Okay. It's a rainy morning. It's about actually 80 degrees though. I'm looking for somewhere to eat. Actually, I might stop there. Oh, that's a hotel. Again, I arrived home. So anyway, it was loud, and in fact, it was 2 hours of loudness, and I'm just waiting at the gate. And then, as we took off, they were still talking. Now the flight was 2 hours and 10 minutes. They were loud, and when I said loud, meaning loud to the point that I would not know, had I not been looking at them, that they all were wearing masks. People still had their mask on. That's how loud it was. I guess this is going to be kind of cleaned up. Man, I didn't realize I was this close. Oh, wow. Okay. I know I was close, but I didn't realize I was this close. Again, you get to see everything kind of like raw. Obviously, it's going to be cleaned up and everything. Okay, I didn't realize I was this close. It's cool. So let's get back to that. All right, so it was loud all the way. And in fact, it was so loud that, you know, the lady who was sitting next to me, the older lady who was sitting next to me, I mean, she had her earphones on, but she took off, and then I guess she was hearing the conversation behind us, which was super loud. And then, you know, maybe 20 minutes into the flight, she was kind of, you know, joining in the conversation with them. Now, I'm going to assume they did not know each other. I'm just going to really assume they didn't know each other. But if you to see the way they were interacting, how she jumped into their conversation, you would think they knew each other. Granted, they were all speaking Spanish, so I have no idea what they were saying. But I thought that was just different. And then 10 minutes later, 20 minutes later, she got up. I'm thinking she's going to the bathroom or something. And she sat between both of them, the two people who were talking behind us. Now keep in mind, the plane wasn't booked, wasn't fully booked. It wasn't a full flight, excuse me. It wasn't a full flight. I mean, every row had at least a empty middle seat. Next thing you know, she went back there and sat with them the whole flight, and they had a conversation for the rest of the flight. I thought that was just really, really just strange. I thought that was really strange. That, you know, it wasn't strange, it was just different. It wasn't bad, it was just different. So again, I think that set the stage. And of course, we arrived and everything good to go. I think the thing that kind of threw me off the most is the guys, I'm probably going to show you this when there's a clear day. I mean, it's raining right now. Actually, it's raining hard too. It was raining hard. Again, it's like 8 o'clock. It's probably a warm 79 degrees outside, 80 maybe. It's definitely humid out here, but not like sweaty humid. It's just a little humid, you know, from being in a tropical climate, of course. But yeah. So anyway, of course, we arrived there to the DR, and then we got to obviously went through immigration, which was really smooth and everything, no problem. Yeah, that was real quick, and I guess I showed that in the video too. And then I guess the only thing that kind of threw me off is that when we opened the doors to exit. Now, granted, I have not watched videos of the airport for the DR, so I have no idea what it's like to arrive at the airport. But I think to open those doors and just see all those people just standing there like you walking into like a surprise party, and they're going to just hop out and say, "Surprise!" And that's what it felt like. All those people just standing there, like, wow, okay, you know, this is interesting. You know what I mean? All obviously waiting for family members and everything, you know, or people that waiting to pick up. So anyway, again, that was loud, and it was so intimate. You know, I think I panned around in the video, but it was just so intimate how all those people were just sitting there. I mean, just standing there, you know what I mean? Yeah, I thought that was just different. So I guess it was really busy last night. I started to come out, but I just was so tired to check it out. Normally I step out. You know, this is a Sunday, by the way. Yeah, this is Sunday. Definitely going to step out today, but I probably need to go to the grocery store first because I don't have any food. And again, I was so tired I went to sleep. I went to sleep hungry, which is not always a good thing. So I'm actually no food in the house. I'm super hungry. I woke up. But anyway, let me get back to my story before I get distracted again. All right, guys. So anyway, I don't want to make this too long. Anyway, let me pick back up. All right, we arrived at the airport. The second thing that you got to just know about the Uber situation. Now, granted, I heard the stories about getting a taxi from the Alma de El Conde. Okay, getting a taxi from the airport and all that. So I already kind of know that whole story. Yeah, I already know about the whole story. Getting the, So anyway, I tried to order Uber, and I saw the Uber was okay. I mean, these are when I saw the price, I said, okay, these are not the price I've been hearing about. This is super low. So okay, haven't heard many people talk about the Uber situation. So I said, all right, I'm gonna try Uber, and I saw it super low, so I ordered an Uber. And it was supposed to be in like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden that 5 minutes never moved. I said, okay, what's going on here? What's going on here? So next thing you know, I get a message like saying that I'm here. I said, where are you? And then all of a sudden, this long sentence, he's trying to negotiate a price because, with this sob story about help me out and da-da-da. I said, oh shit. And the long story short, we went back and forth for a while. Now, I've heard of prices, and I don't even know if I even got a really good price. But long story short, we negotiated a price on Uber. So you got to watch out for those guys. So, I mean, most of the time it's just probably best just negotiate with the taxis right there and find a good deal or with someone else because, I guess the deal, we settled on 25, and I guess I don't know if that's a good deal or not. You know what I mean? Because I already heard 40, 35, 40 dollars like that. So 25, I guess that might have been a good. So we got him to cancel the fare, and I gave him 25 in cash, which is what I wasn't trying to do, but I had cash on me, so it was no big deal. Oh, it's a grocery store right here. Maybe I can get something from here if they got something hot. I don't even know if they open. 8 o'clock. Yeah, they open. There's another store right here. So maybe I go here too. All right. Anyway. All right. So anyway, he brought me home. Of course, obviously, I'm I kind of knew what I was expecting because I mean, even my Airbnb. All right. Let me back up for a second. I kind of lost my train of thought. Hey, from the Airbnb post, I already knew that I was going to be in a different neighborhood. I mean, my thing was trying to be in close to the zona colonial. That's what I wanted, which is where I'm at. So I wanted to make sure I'm close to that. So that's why I chose that Airbnb. And so, most of the comments explain about the, how active the neighborhood was, but sometimes hearing it in writing and actually seeing it, it's a totally different story. It is definitely an active neighborhood. That's why I said the theme seemed to be loud because it was loud. Now keep in mind I arrived at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was super loud in the neighborhood. But it was a busy neighborhood, really busy neighborhood, and I was just amazed how it's just okay. I know I've seen images. I guess it's just better when there's people. Not saying it's good or bad, it's just different, from what all the images I've seen. So, to be honest with you, I see people with masks. I got my mask with me, but I'm gonna kind of ride this out until I finish the video. Then I'll put on the mask. I'm not sure if people wear masks, not wearing masks. I'm not sure what the rules are about masks. I've been following that whole situation. I think it's, I don't know what's considered. Is this considered Santo Domingo City, where the curfew has been lifted? I'm not sure. I assume this is the area, but I'm not even sure. Anyway, guys, I'm actually. All right, so anyway, the neighborhood was loud. It was loud all night. That was car bouncing me. Now, granted, that was Saturday, so maybe that's just the way it is on Saturday night. It definitely was super loud, all throughout the night. But it didn't bother me, which is weird. It didn't bother. Maybe I've already kind of got used to it from being in Bogota, where I had like a a disco or some type of dance, a techno dance club at the end of the street of where I'm at. And on Thursday night until Sunday morning, the music played loud from like 9 o'clock to like 10 o'clock the next day, super loud, so you can hear the music all night. So I'm actually kind of immune to loud music. And I mean, obviously I didn't have that type of issue, but just the whole cars driving by, you know, with super bass, and not necessarily from the neighbors, you know, 'cause there was a bunch of kids in the yard and it was a neighborhood, but really the noise was mostly from the outside, just from cars passing by, you know, pumping their music. Like early this morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, you know, I'm hearing super bass. That's the other thing I had to get used to, is that after leaving Cartagena, where at 5 o'clock in the morning, you know, the sun is already out. The sun is already out. It's early, it's warm, it's bright outside. And I woke up this morning at 6 o'clock. I said, oh man, it's still dark. So I realize now I'm definitely back on the East Coast type weather. So anyway, so yeah. So all in all, it seemed to be, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of the city. I'm looking forward to exploring the city. I don't know if I'm gonna go anywhere other than Santo Domingo. I'll see, you know, I'll play it by ear, but right now I want to just kind of focus on the city, at least the area around this area, especially this area, because I'm obviously giving you just a glimpse, but I definitely want to come back through here and kind of give you a proper tour when there's actual people out here and everything. So anyway, guys, I mean, this video lasted longer than I really wanted to. I didn't want to do that, but anyway, I'm here, I'm in Santo Domingo. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to sharing you what I can, and I hope you will come with it. You know, for those who follow me all these years, well, not all these months in Colombia, I hope you come with me to Dominican Republic. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.